Pedestrian deaths in the U.S. are climbing at an alarming rate. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association report, more than 7,500 pedestrians were killed by a vehicle last year. That's the highest number in 41 years. A New York Times report suggests those fatalities were dropping after 1980, but the number of pedestrians killed by drivers has been rising for over a decade with no clear reason. For more on this, Rebecca Sanders joins me now. She is the founder and principal investigator of Safe Streets Research and Consulting. Thank you so much for being with us. What is causing, by your lights, the rise in pedestrian deaths, and what's changed in the last 15 years?
Yeah, thanks so much for this question and for having me on. So the answer is complex, as you just said. There are a lot of factors, no one clear one, but I want to frame for you a little formula that we're using to help think about this and for your viewers. And that is that it takes exposure, so a person has to be present to be able to be killed, plus a high-risk circumstance or very risky driver behavior for a fatality to result. And a high-risk circumstance is actually all around us in all of our cities all the time in this country, and that is a roadway where drivers are going 35 or more miles an hour, particularly a multi-lane roadway or a roadway that is an arterial. So when you have a driver going fast enough that when they hit someone, they kill them, that is a high-risk circumstance. And if you think about it, those roadways are throughout our communities. So those roadways have also existed for a long time, and risky driver behavior has been around for a long time. So what we think may be happening, like I said, it's multifactorial and complex, is that we're putting more people into those high-risk circumstances and or into a situation in which they're interacting with risky driver behavior. So that could be people walking at night, whether that's for economic activity or for night work, particularly if they have to access a bus along one of those higher risk roadways, because that's often where we put our buses. We do know that in some places, houselessness has been connected with this, because if you think about where people are allowed to be, if they don't have a physical home on a lot, that it's often along a DOT roadway or a higher risk roadway. We also have the invention of smartphones from 2011 on, and we've seen an increasing use of those smartphones. So distraction is surely a part of this, but we don't fully understand it because we don't gather systematic good data on distraction. We had TNCs, Lyft and Uber and other companies like that come onto the scene, and there's been a little bit of research establishing a connection there. We have increases in substance use, particularly over the last few years. We also have the people being moved outward from our city centers into housing along those higher risk arterial roadways. In particular, it seems that we haven't accommodated that higher density housing or any kind of housing along those roadways, which inevitably is going to have people walking to and from stores, the bus, other attractions. So if we've put people in high risk circumstances and we haven't adequately protected them, unfortunately, we're going to see the results that we have seen.
I only have time for one more question, but I want to talk to you about the rise of the pedestrian deaths at night. In the New York Times report on Monday, you said, quote, "We literally taught generations of engineers to design conditions for daylight and not to consider nighttime." Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, really what that means is that we tend to, in engineering, plan for peak times, and peak times happen during the day. So if you think about, the busiest time of day is when people are going to and from work. Those are our peak times. And we tend to design for those conditions. And those conditions for a lot of the year, in fact, most of the year in many places, are in daytime. So we have designed for conditions where we have high volumes of vehicles. We're trying to move them quickly because we've prioritized driver convenience in our cities. And we haven't thought about what that then means for someone trying to walk in that environment at night. And in that environment at night, they're at higher risk because we can't see as well at night. It's just a fact of being human and being diurnal. And so we're going at these higher speeds where we can't take in things from the periphery. And if we can't see something, we cannot react in time to stop a crash or to slow enough to have the crash be to occur at a slower speed and have transfer less kinetic energy. So we've systematically created these environments, not because of anybody trying to do something wrong, but because we prioritize planning for driver convenience and throughput.
Rebecca Sanders, founder and principal investigator of Safe Streets Research and Consulting. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.